All right, and welcome everyone to this NCAA Division III Women's Lacrosse matchup here today in beautiful Buena Vista. My name is Mark Duffin, and I'm here to bring you all of the action today. We have your SVU Knights taking on the Hornets of the University of Lynchburg, just an hour south. Short little drive for them, here to visit your Knights. Now, this is a very interesting matchup between these two teams. The Hornets 6-3 so far on the season. Two of their losses coming against ranked opponents, that being number 15 Christopher Newport to start the year, and then number 8 Washington and Lee at the beginning of March. So a very, very good University of Lynchburg team. As for your Knights, they're coming in 5-5 off their first two-game winning streak of the season. Last taking down William Peace University in a clean sweep, 18-0 on Saturday. And these two teams, it'll be a very interesting matchup. The Knights, when you look at their statistics on the season, you may think, wow, this team seems pretty average, as they average pretty middle-of-the-road statistics in every category, placing 4th to 6th in pretty much every category in the USA South Athletic Conference. But when you actually break it down, this team is anything but average. So the Knights typically average 11.2 goals per game and allow 11.1, so just neck and neck right there. But when you dissect it based off of wins versus losses, that's when the difference becomes apparent. In losses, SVU averages only 5.2 goals per game and allows 19.6, whereas in wins they average 17.2 goals per game and allow only 2.6 goals per game. So this Knights team has been very up and down. They're a very young roster, a lot of freshmen, a couple of sophomores, just 3 seniors on the roster overall, 2 that get regular playing time. So this team is very young, still learning to put it all together. And when they do, the talent of this team really shines through and they dominate their opponents. However, when they don't put it all together, they have some ugly showings that have led to this 5-5 record that they show today. Looking on the opposite side of the University of Lynchburg, they only have 3 losses, and only one of those losses was a double-digit loss, and that's the number 8 ranked Washington and Lee, the Generals, just across the road here in Lexington. So University of Lynchburg, a very good team. They average 14.44 goals per game and only allow 7. So a very good team on the offensive and defensive side. And if you look a little bit more into the deep stats, SVU here does have a better shot percentage, 48.5 to the University of Lynchburg, 47.1%. So you'll definitely look to see the Knights try and outshoot the Hornets today. That's one of the things that the Hornets do well. They average 30.6 shots per game, whereas the Knights average 23.1. So the Hornets are really good at managing the flow and the pace of the game. And it's up to the Knights to get more attempts, more shots than the Hornets. And if they do, it seems like the Knights should win this one. But it'll be a very close matchup. It'll take everything the Knights have to give a showing like they've shown the last 2 games against William Peace and Greensboro, where they put up a combined 38 points and only allowed 3 between the 2 teams. So we'll get here started with the first draw control. Looks like it'll be number 18, Mackenzie Mickelson, getting the start here for the Knights in the draw control. For the Knights, Mackenzie Mickelson has been a very good player in the draw control. Freshman from Garland, Utah. We'll see how she starts this game here for the Knights. And the ball is up, and that is an easy draw control for the Knights. They're running up ahead. Excuse me, that was number 24, Ellie Patterson on the draw control. It goes to Mackenzie Mickelson. She throws it, and it goes out of bounds. That'll be Hornets' ball. The Knights trying to push the pace, but not quite connecting on the pass there. And the Hornets will look to clear. The Hornets a very good team on the clear. They have an 84.3 clear percentage on the season so far, and they get one there. Currently with number 28, Maya Hausauer, sophomore from Pinehurst, North Carolina, running up the field. Now the Hornets looking for their first offensive possession of the day. The Hornets are led by number 31, McKenna Steinu, number 7, Sydney Dumas, and number 19, Neely Morris. Each of those players averaging more than 2 goals per game. So we'll see how their impact players come to play here in Buena Vista. 1 minute gone here. 45 seconds left on the shot clock for the Hornets. Ball pops out right there. Good defense from the Knights. Picked up. Knights have the ball. Great play right there defensively as the Hornets tried to get inside. And the Knights will be looking to clear. Ball almost went out of bounds. Knights will keep possession. Still looking to clear. 20 seconds off the shot clock now. Hornets with some swarming defense, sending 2 at each Knight defender. Ellie Patterson makes a miss. Now 3 on her. Passes it up ahead. Knights being forced to work for every inch here on this clear. And that's a good defense of the pass. Hornets running up the field now with the ball. Maya Hausauer again. And she'll pass back to Isabella Vogel. And the Hornets will look to set up their offense again. So just hounding defense. Knights are playing really well there. But the thing about a possession is if you don't finish the possession, it doesn't matter how good you were if one mistake ends it. So right there, the Hornets passing it inside, getting a good shot, and will be putting it in. So the Hornets get their first goal of the day on the Knights. Looking to see who that goal was by. That'll be by Neely Morris, the number 19, the junior from Kitty Hawk, North Carolina. Fittingly named, she's from First Flight High School. There you go. She was assisted by Reagan Bradley. So right there, the turnover on the clear caused by the Hornets leads to their first score of the day. That's what the Knights will have to do. They'll have to break the intense press on their clears in order to get ahead in this one. So the second draw control of the day is won by the Hornets. Knights back on defense. And here come the Hornets. Knights pressuring number 4, Reagan Bradley, a senior from Ocean Pines, Maryland, with the ball. She's forced to give it up. Hornets still with plenty of time on the shot clock, 60 seconds for them. And that'll be an infraction on the Hornets, so the Knights will be able to take the ball. And they'll look to clear. And the Knights will get it across. Good sprint down the sideline there. Now the Knights will look to get into their offense for the first time today. Tried to play fast last time, led to a quick turnover. Now playing slow. And the Knights with 55 seconds left on the shot clock. Here's a move inside. Nothing there for Mia Richards, the freshman from Lehigh, Utah. And they're right there. Shot on the goal. No good. Saved by the goalkeeper. Number 29, Alexis Sen, sophomore from Elkton, Maryland. They're the presence in the goal for the Hornets. And now the Hornets will look to set up. I've had several possessions here already. 4.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter of this one. The Hornets are up 1-0. They'll swing it around behind the net. Knights playing some tenacious defense. Not letting the Hornets get anything. Pass inside. Good pass right there. And that'll be another goal for the Hornets. Number 4, Reagan Bradley on that one. So the Hornets, a quick 2-0 lead here, and a lot of it is due to the caused turnovers that they've been able to force from SVU. Both teams here with 2 turnovers, but the 2 turnovers on SVU have definitely been the more impactful ones, each of them leading to a score for the Hornets. SVU still without a shot here in the early going. And then number 28, Ellie Patterson, will step up to take the draw opportunity. She won the first one for the Knights, got him out running quick. Lost the second one. We'll see what she can do here. And that'll be taken by the Hornets. So the Hornets in make it, take it territory now. Really trying to make sure that this boom or bust SVU team doesn't catch up to them. Bad pass there from the Hornets. And that will not stay in bounds. Turnover on the Hornets. Knights ball. But now the Knights with the tough opportunity needing to clear it. They've gone 1 and 2 so far on clears. But both of those 2 clears have been using all the effort they possibly can to get it through. The Hornets have played some great defense here, pressing the Knights as they try to clear. Mariela Perez running it up for the Knights. She'll go ahead and pass it back as she was surrounded by 3 Hornets. And the Knights will clear. But a good check right there from the Hornets. Will lead the ball on the ground. It'll be picked up by number 24, Meredith Bornholt, senior from Cincinnati, Ohio, on the side of the Hornets. So the Knights have gotten 2 clears, but immediately choked up the ball as they got it onto their side. It's been giving the Hornets as many opportunities as they could need. Still only a 2-0 lead. But that 2-0 lead is starting to feel a little big as the Knights haven't gotten a shot yet and are reaching halfway point here in this first quarter. A good check right there from number 28, Ellie Patterson. She's running with the ball. Got the turnover. Kenzie Polson now running with it. The Knights have it on their own 10. Got the clear there. So now the Knights with an offensive possession. Ellie Patterson has been a great player for this Knights team. She's a sophomore from Meridian, Idaho, and in her second year has started to pick it up. She's been an all-around player. She averages 2.4 goals on 55.8% shooting, 2.6 ground balls per game, 1.7 caused turnovers, and 2.5 draw control. So just doing it all for this Knights squad is Ellie Patterson. Knights still on offense. 45 seconds left on the shot clock for them. Kenzie Polson looking for something. She'll pass it on to Patterson. And Patterson has it at the top of the key with 30 seconds left on the shot clock. Patterson will make a move, try and get inside. Shot on the goal right there. It is met by the Hornets, but that will be a penalty on the Hornets. So Ellie Patterson with the free position opportunity. This would be huge for the Knights. So Ellie Patterson, 16 seconds left on the shot clock once the free position starts. Here she goes. Shot on the goal, and that'll go in. Ellie Patterson off the free position gives the Knights their first point of the day. Score is now 2-1 in favor of the Hornets. But Ellie Patterson starting to give the Knights some momentum, just taking it herself, getting the foul, and then the good free position play. Held onto it a bit longer than you usually do in a free position. It was a good call by her, able to get it in. So now after that goal by Ellie Patterson, there will be 7 minutes and 6 seconds left here in the first quarter. And Ellie Patterson right back to work. Will be right back there on the draw control. Knights have lost the last 2 of these. See if the Knights can win another one. And the Knights do. Ball's picked up. Knights running down, and they will have an opportunity again to set up. That's number 18, Mackenzie Mickelson, on the ground ball. That'll be another penalty on the Hornets. Won't affect much, though. Mackenzie Mickelson with the ball at the 30-yard line. And that'll be that penalty on the Hornets will cause number 9, Chastity Corner, the junior from Sterling, Virginia, to be out. So the Knights with a woman up opportunity. And this is huge here. If there's one thing that the Knights are better at, they have less penalties than the Hornets. The Knights average 6 minutes and 18 seconds of penalty minutes a game, whereas the Hornets average 8:47. So now on the woman down opportunity, the Hornets had another penalty. Free position opportunity here for the Knights. Shot on the goal right there. See if it counts. It will. And that'll be number 14, Payson Grandy, the junior, one of the rare juniors on this SVU team from Clarksville, Tennessee. She'll tie up the game there for the Knights. So you can see here, the Knights finally getting some offensive possessions and starting to attack this Hornet defense, forcing the Hornets into some penalties, getting the woman up opportunity there, and 2 free position shots. One for Ellie Patterson and one for Payson Grandy, both going in. The score is back to 2-2. Tie ball game here as Ellie Patterson takes the draw control again. Last time she was here, Knights got a make it, take it opportunity. The ball is still out. Picked up by the Hornets. Hornets are running. So the Hornets will win that draw control. And with 6.5 minutes left to go, Hornets will be able to set up their offense. Waiting on what the call was. Had a penalty on the Knights. And that'll be an offsides penalty on number 18, Mackenzie Mickelson, freshman from Garland, Utah. So she'll be out for the next minute. Now the Hornets with a woman up opportunity. Just gave one up to the Knights, tying the game back up. We'll see what the Hornets can do with this opportunity. And if the Knights defense can handle being one down. Ball's on the ground there, near scare. Good hustle there from the Knights. But now the Hornets with a shot on the goal. Saved right there. Ball still on the ground. That'll be picked up. Oh, still on the ground. Picked up by the Hornets again. Another shot on the goal there. Goes long. Picked up by the Knights. Savannah Burnett, the freshman from Sandy, Utah, in the goalkeep, playing well today. Picking it up there. And that'll allow the Knights to kill the woman down penalty. Great defensive possession there from the Knights. Now the Knights will just have to look to clear. Bad pass back to Burnett. And that will be a turnover on the Knights in the clear again. So did the great defensive play to kill the penalty, but now the Knights immediately under pressure again. Shot on the goal, and that'll be a point to the Hornets. And like I said earlier, you can have a great possession, but if you don't finish it, it's a bad possession. So you can have 10 great plays in a row, and just one bad one will result in a bad play. So now the Hornets up 3-2. That goal was scored by number 7, Sydney Dumas. That'll be 3-2 in favor of the Hornets. There'll be a timeout there called by head coach Olivia Cope of your Knights. clearly not liking the way her team is clearing right now. Because when the Knights are getting offensive opportunities, they are putting them in. The Knights only have 2 shots on the goal, and both of them have gone in for a 100% shooting percentage on the day. Problem is, they've only gotten the 2 shots, whereas Lynchburg has gotten 5. So even though Lynchburg is shooting a way worse percentage, 60% to 100, they're both good percentages, but even though Lynchburg's shooting a lower percentage, Knights are still down. And it's in large part because of these clears not going through. SVU is 3 of 5 on clears. Lynchburg is 3 of 3. And it seems like each time Lynchburg clears, it's leading to a goal for them. So head coach Olivia Cope clearly wanting to change that from her team, helping them get more focused here. As the game is still up in the air. Knights still with plenty of opportunity to beat this University of Lynchburg team, but also with plenty of opportunity to get beat. So it's critical here to get the mindset straight, to get her team on the same page. All right, and as we come back out of the timeout, the University of Lynchburg Hornets are up 3-2 on your SVU Knights. And the Knights looking to get back some momentum after a quick 2-goal run was quashed by the Hornets there off the turnover. So now Ellie Patterson back again in the draw control spot. And the Knights will pick that one up. So another draw control win there for Ellie Patterson. She's been doing very well against a good University of Lynchburg team. Knights now setting up their offense. 75 seconds on the shot clock for them. Patterson up top will pass it to Mickelson. Mickelson will pass it to Bastion. And the Knights, they run this offense a lot. They like to get it in a circle, get their passes good and crisp, and then try to set something up. 50 seconds left on the shot clock for the Knights. And the ball will just be swung around the back of the net. 35 seconds left here for the Knights. Ball is yet to cross the goal line in the last 20 seconds. Still back there behind the goal. 20 seconds left here for the Knights. And they'll pass it back out with just 10 seconds left to go. Mickelson will look to get to work. 3 seconds left for the Knights. And nothing there. That'll be a shot clock violation. The Knights just wasting time back there behind the net instead of getting anything going on the offensive end. The Hornets will look to clear now off the turnover from the Knights. And they will. The Hornets with the speed getting by. Hornets have numbers. Hornets with a shot on the goal, and that'll go in. No passes needed, just pure speed and maneuvering there for the Hornets. I believe that'll be number 19, Neely Morris, with her second goal of the day. And right there, again, every time the Hornets are clearing, it is leading to a score. The Knights' pressure on the clear is just not good, and the turnovers on the other end really hurting them. Knights spend about 25 seconds behind the goal on that offensive possession with very limited passing. And that led to the shot clock violation, which now leads the Hornets' lead being back up to 2. Score is 4-2 in favor of the Hornets. So we have 3:10 left here in this first quarter. And Ellie Patterson will be right back at the draw. Ball is still on the ground, but it's bouncing further and further to the Hornets' side. That'll be picked up by the Knights. Immediate turnover. Ball is still on the ground from that. Knights pick that back up, and now will look to clear. Pass ahead is intercepted. That is a great defensive play there. Number 19, Neely Morris, doing it all for her team, the junior from Kitty Hawk, North Carolina. Putting up the goal, and then getting the turnover. Knights again fail to clear, and the Hornets are back on offense with 2.5 minutes left to go here in this quarter. So now the Hornets working it around, taking their time. 60 seconds left on the shot clock for them. Hornets will make a move inside. That'll be a shot on the goal. That'll hit the goal post, bounce back out to the Hornets. Pass inside, another shot right there, and that'll be saved. Savannah Burnett. The brilliant save right there. It's about the easiest shot the Hornets have had all day, but Burnett with the great play, and they're on the clear. Another turnover, and another shot right there, right on the goal. Savannah Burnett again. Brilliant saves right there, but a bad pass turns it right back over. Another shot right at the goal, and that one will go in for the Hornets. And that'll be number 3, Carson Quigley, the senior from Fairfax Station, Virginia, extending the Hornets' lead to the largest it's been all day, 5-2 for the Hornets. And the Knights having some excellent plays right there. Savannah Burnett with about 2 of the most impressive saves I have ever seen watching a lacrosse game. And I've watched a fair bit of SVU lacrosse. Savannah Burnett playing extremely well, but immediately just Mariella Perez and Savannah Burnett turning the ball over off those saves, leading those plays to just go for nothing. So 1.5 minutes left here in the first quarter. Your Knights are down by 3 as Ellie Patterson takes the draw again. And the Hornets will take that. No clear needed. The Hornets already on their side, running up ahead, looking to press this Knights defense. They'll swing it back around to number 4, Reagan Bradley, behind the net. And the Hornets probably can hold the ball for the last shot. The shot clock just a hair ahead of the game clock. Hornets passing it around, getting a move inside, shot on the goal. And that'll go in. Hornets just laying it on now. I believe that'll be number 31, McKenna Steinu, on the goal there for the Hornets. And she was assisted by Sydney Dumas. So Dumas now with her second point off the assist and the goal she had earlier. Steinu with her first goal of the day. So the Knights just struggling to get the ball on the offensive side here. It has just been consistent turnovers for the Knights. 8 turnovers and 3 of 7 on clears now for these Knights. We'll have another draw here. That'll be picked up by the Hornets. Hornets in make it, take it mode, trying to put as many points up here in the limited time they have left here in the first period. Just 40 seconds left here. Hornets up 6-2. And the Hornets looking to make a move, try and get as much going as possible. And that'll be another shot on the goal. Point for the Hornets. And that'll be number 31, McKenna Steinu again. 2 in a row for her in not much time at all. Believe in about a span of 27 seconds, Steinu has put up 2 goals for the Hornets, extending their lead to 5, 7-2 over your Knights. And that one there was assisted by number 23, Elizabeth Poitras. See if I... Poitres, sorry, my bad. The freshman from Yorktown, Virginia. Now the Knights here with 24 seconds left on the draw. And that'll be picked up by the Hornets. Hornets just in make-it-take-it mode in domineering fashion. The Knights' spirit seems absolutely crushed here to end this quarter. And that'll be a penalty on the Knights. Knights finally thought they got a defensive stand there as the ball was heading out of bounds. That'll be a penalty on the Knights and a free position opportunity here for the Hornets with just 6 seconds left to go. So now it all rests here on Savannah Burnett. Shot on the goal, and that will go in. Savannah Burnett unable to stop that one. So now the Hornets extend their lead 8-2 over the Knights. And just 4 seconds left to go here. That'll be Sydney Dumas on the free position shot. Dumas having herself a quiet but productive game already with 2 goals. And the Knights just hemorrhaging points away. So we'll get the final draw control, which will just spread out the last 4 seconds of this quarter. Ball pops up. Taken by the Hornets. And no time left there. The score at the end of the first quarter will be 8-2 in favor of the University of Lynchburg. And man, if you're a Knight fan, that was a rough one to watch there. And it's not like we didn't see what makes this Knights team so good. The Knights were 2 of 2 on shots, a whopping 100% shooting percentage. But unfortunately, they only got 2 shots. That is in large part due to the 8 turnovers to the Lynchburg's 4, and then the draw controls just not going the Knights' way. Knights as well just struggling on the ground balls. 7 for Lynchburg, only 3 for the Knights. Savannah Burnett playing pretty well, but just having shot after shot come at her. The defense is giving her no help whatsoever. So we'll go ahead and go on a little break here. Bring you back for the beginning of the second quarter. Your Knights are down 2-8 against the visiting University of Lynchburg Hornets. All right, and welcome back, everyone, to this NCAA Division III women's lacrosse matchup between your SVU Knights and the visiting University of Lynchburg Hornets. Coming into the second quarter, Lynchburg is up 8-2, and really in large part due to the opportunities that the Knights have given them, with several turnovers and not being able to get the ball back onto the Knights side of the field. It'll be up to the Knights here to really take control and get some offensive opportunities here. 2 of 2 on shots so far in this one, but just haven't gotten very many opportunities otherwise. So they're on the clear. Good check from behind. And the Hornets will have the ball again. No need to even clear. They're already on their side. And you can just see the frustration building up for the Knights there. A penalty. That'll be on number 11, Mariella Perez. You can tell she is just getting frustrated. Every time she touches the ball trying to clear it, it gets checked from behind. She has 2 turnovers on the day. And right there, just got a second penalty on the day as well. So now the Knights, a woman down. Hornets with the momentum and 80 seconds on the shot clock. Pass inside right there. Not handled well again. That'll be another turnover on the Hornets. If the Knights play this right, they can get Mariella back out and kill the penalty. But they'll have to keep possession of the ball in order to do that. And the Knights will get the clear. So now the Knights with the opportunity to kill the penalty and maybe get something going offensively. It looks like that'll be a penalty on the Hornets. No, sorry, my bad. Penalty on the Knights. It'll be Hornets ball. Another turnover there. Knights just their own worst enemy here today. 2 minutes gone here in the second quarter. Hornets still up by 6. No one yet with a shot on the goal here in this second period. So now the Hornets looking to clear. Looks like they'll get that pretty easily. And here come the Hornets with speed. Has some room in front of her. And a good check from behind causes a turnover there. Knights with the ball. Great recovery there on the clear by the Hornets. So now the Knights with possession. They'll look to get it ahead. Mia Richards with the ball. She'll cough it up. Hornets with the ball again. And it's just every time the Knights are getting good plays defensively, forcing turnovers, causing things to happen, but just not handling the ball, or it gets checked from behind, and it's just turnover after turnover on these clears for the Knights. So now the Hornets with the ball, move inside, shot on the goal, and that'll be saved by Savannah Burnett. It'll bounce off her net, bounce off the goal. Ball is still up. That'll be picked up by the Hornets. So that'll give them a fresh 60 seconds here. Shot on the goal again. That'll go over. Stay with the Hornets. So now the Hornets trying to get as many shots up as possible. Savannah Burnett is a good goalie, but she can only handle so much if you pressure her with as many shots as possible. So now 35 seconds left on the shot clock for the Hornets. Pass inside. Contested shot right there. That'll bounce up again off of Burnett's net. Picked up by the Knights. So now the Knights looking to clear. Ball ends up on the ground, pass ahead. Hornets pick that up. Another turnover on the clear by the Knights. So the Hornets, again, just able to set up their offense. Lynchburg is 5 of 5 on clears on the day, whereas SVU 4 of 11. At one point, they were 3 of 5. So they've gone 1 of 6 in their last 7 clear attempts. The Knights struggling big time here to get some offense. Any offensive opportunities here. Hornets pass inside over the net. It'll just bounce back out to the 20. Hornets will pick it up. Move on there, gets inside, and that'll be saved again by Savannah Burnett. Burnett playing extremely well here in the second quarter. Now they'll look to clear, and that pass is intercepted by Burnett's pass is intercepted. The Hornets just back on offense again. Knight's not giving her any help having to pass it long. Now here come the Hornets. Number 7, Sydney Dumas has the ball. She'll pass it away. And the Hornets just taking their time. No need to press it. Pass inside. Not handled well, but the Hornets will pick it back up. 50 seconds left on the shot clock for the Hornets. Little move there. Running inside. Got a shot on the goal. And there is the first goal of the quarter. And it'll go to the Hornets. So now the Hornets lead up to 7. And that'll be Neely Morris for her third goal on the day for the University of Lynchburg. So it took 6 minutes here in the second period, but the first goal has been scored. Knights are now down 7. And the clears have just still been a problem for the Knights. They've had 5 opportunities to clear here in this second quarter. Only successful on one of them, and they immediately turned that ball over after that clear. So the Knights just struggling here. And on that draw, another Hornets victory there. And Sydney Dumas just running up ahead. She'll pull it back out to the 20. And the Hornets getting started again. Pass inside there from behind the net, and that'll be another goal for the Hornets. Slow, methodical until they so suddenly burst into action. A quick pass to a quick cutter inside. Hornets just finding the holes in this Knights defense. And the Knights defense itself looking lackluster, looking a little downtrodden here. Now down 8 in just the second quarter. So that'll be number 23, Elizabeth Poitrez, on the goal. That'll be her second goal of the day. Or second point, I can't remember. Let's go and see. So that'll be her first goal, but second point. She had an assist earlier. So she now becomes the 5th Hornet with 2 or more points on the day. Just an all-around team effort, not one player really taking over the goal scoring or the passing. Everyone just working together. So finally, in the second quarter, the Knights win a draw. So the Knights taking that one, looking to clear, and they will. So now the Knights finally with an opportunity here. We'll see if the Knights can cut into this lead, start building some momentum. There's still a lot of lacrosse left to be played, so if the Knights can take their time slowly, inch by inch, gain ground on the scoreboard, here's where it would start. Knights with 50 seconds left on the shot clock. Taking it slow, protecting the ball. Not putting it in too much danger. Kenzie Polson trying to make a move. Nothing there. Defender right in front of her. Knights now with 35 seconds left on the shot clock. It looks like we'll get a penalty here. And it will be on the Hornets. So I believe that's number 18, Mackenzie Mickelson, with the free position opportunity here. Get the shot. It'll be saved. Great play right there from the goalkeeper, Alexis Sen, sophomore from Elkton, Maryland. So a good opportunity there from Mackenzie Mickelson, but just a better defensive play from Sen. Now the Hornets with the easy clear, back on offense. So now the Hornets passing it around. You can tell with this Hornets team, the skill that they have. They've had a couple across the field passes sail right on spot. It's hard for the defenders, for the Knights defenders, to keep up with that type of passing. So now the Hornets making a move. Quick inside, gets a little space. Shot on the goal. That'll go just over. So that'll remain Hornets ball with 30 seconds left on the shot clock. So the Hornets now looking to get another shot up. 15 seconds left on the shot clock. And that'll be a penalty right there on number 9, Gracie Blake, the freshman from North Logan, Utah. So now the Hornets will take it again. 5 seconds left now. Double teaming the ball carrier. Shot on the goal. That'll bounce off. And that'll be called a shot clock violation right there. Didn't hit the goal. So that'll be Knights ball. They're looking to clear. They're getting it across. Number 27, Addison Newman, running down. One of the few seniors on this team. Also on the basketball team. She'll try and pass it out. Knights trying to keep the ball right there. Penalty. And that'll be on the Hornets. Number 2, Virginia Heffernan, junior from Lutherville, Maryland. So she'll go out. The Knights will be a woman up. So the Knights will now have the ball. 90 seconds on the shot clock and one man up. One woman up. With 5:08 left to go here in this first half. So we'll see if the Knights can take advantage. Last time they were a woman up, they were able to get a free position shot and get it in. So we'll see if the Knights can do it again. Knights still with plenty of time on the shot clock. Pass inside, not handled well. That'll be picked up by the Hornets. Turnover on the Knights. And the Hornets will just take their time and probably let this penalty clear. Hornets, such quick, succinct passes, gets them up into their side of the territory. So now the Knights will set up. They still do have the woman up, so defensively they have that advantage. But the Hornets can just take their time and let that penalty clear. Hornets still just passing around, taking it slow. Knights trying to pressure, trying to force the issue. Ball ends up on the ground because of the defensive pressure, but the Hornets able to recover. Number 23, Elizabeth Poitrez will pick the ground ball up. 30 seconds left here for the Hornets. Penalty almost gone. So the Hornets here with just 15 seconds left on the shot clock. Look to make a move inside, make 2 defenders miss. Shot on the goal. And that'll stay with the Hornets. Just 7 seconds left on the shot clock, though. They'll need to get moving. And they'll just pass the ball out. And that'll be a shot clock violation. Great defense there from the Knights with the woman up. Defensive opportunity. That penalty is now killed. The Hornets are back up to full power. And the Knights will look to get something going, get this clear. 3 minutes left in the half. Bad pass there. That'll be picked up by the Hornets. Hornets have numbers. And that'll be a trip on the Knights. That'll be another one on Mariela Perez. She is having a go of it today. So a defensive breakdown there by the Knights. Hornets have space. That'll bounce off the goalpost. And we're waiting to see what the refs called. It looks like they'll call it Knights ball. So it'll be Knights ball. They'll give it to Savannah Burnett. See if she'll be able to clear. Pass up ahead. That'll get blocked right in front, but it'll be picked up by the Knights. Good check right there. Ball pops out. Knights trying to grab it again. And now the Hornets with ball and numbers. Quick dash inside. Met by multiple Knights. Pass back out. Minute 45 left here in the second half. Quick move inside. And that'll be a penalty on the Knights right there. Looks like that'll be number 28, Maya Hausauer, sophomore from Pinehurst, North Carolina, with the free position opportunity. So now it's up to Burnett again. And you might hear that through your broadcast with the VMI jets flying overhead. Military Academy real close in Lexington. And here goes the free position shot. That'll be saved by Burnett. That'll be picked up by Hausauer off her own miss. Off the save from Burnett. She'll pick it up, put it right back in. So Hausauer extends the Hornets lead to 11 there. Great hustle and sticking with the play from Hausauer. And so with a minute 35 left here in this first half, the Knights are down 11-2. We'll have another draw control. The Knights have only won one draw control here in the second quarter. Looking at the second quarter, the Knights have only gotten one shot off. And it was a free position shot, a good opportunity, but a great save from Alexis Sen on the Hornets side. So the Knights now with just 3 shots on the day and down big. Draw control bounces out to the Knights' direction. And it will be Knights ball. So the Knights will have the ball. They have it at their own 20, looking to press their advantage. Hornets recover. So now the Knights, the opportunity to get the last shot of the half. See if the Knights can maybe build some momentum here before the running clock goes into effect at a 10-point lead. Knights down 9, so still have the opportunity of the clock stopping. Move inside, shot on the goal, ball pops out. And that'll be picked up by the Hornets. Hornets have been on every ground ball of the second quarter. Knights have hardly been able to get anything if it pops out. So now the Hornets with 40 seconds left to push their advantage, increase their lead. Pass goes over. That'll be a bad pass. Turnover for the Hornets. Knights ball. Knights with 30 seconds left. They need to get moving if they want something to happen. Now 20 seconds as the clock kept running. So that'll be a foul right there on the Hornets. Hornets know that the Knights have a last-ditch attempt, so they're sending 2 at the ball carrier. So that'll be number 31, McKenna Steinu. She'll be out for the rest of the second half. So the Knights with a woman up opportunity with just 11 seconds left, still needing to clear. It looks like they'll just let the clock run out on their own side. So, yep, the Knights will just let the clock run out. Won't attempt a desperate heave or anything. So at the end of the second half, your Knights are down 11-2 in favor of the University of Lynchburg Hornets. It has been just a dominant performance from the Hornets in this one. And the big story has just been the clears for Southern Virginia. They started the game out 3 of 5 on clears. They have since gone 2 of 10 to end up with a 5 and 15 overall on the day. As well, 15 turnovers for the Knights to only 9 Lynchburg. And the difference there is, as well, is that Lynchburg has caused 9 turnovers. So 9 of those turnovers have been steals and checks, whereas for the Knights, only 3. So 60% of SVU's turnovers have been caused by Lynchburg and have allowed the Hornets to get out and run, whereas only 33% of Lynchburg's 9 have allowed the Knights to get out and go. As well, the shot discrepancy is huge. We were talking about that before the game. If SVU wants to win this game, they have to get more shot attempts than Lynchburg, but that's just not happening right now. Lynchburg with 26 shots to SVU's 4. SVU was able to get 2 shots off there in the second quarter, neither of them going in. So now SVU down in a major hole, still a whole half of lacrosse to play, but it'll take a lot, and it'll take a complete 180 for these Knights for them to work into it. We'll go ahead and take a break here for halftime, and we'll be back at the start of the second half. All right, and welcome everyone back to this NCAA Division III Women's Lacrosse matchup between your SVU Knights and the University of Lynchburg Hornets. So far, the score in the first half was 11-2 in favor of the Lynchburg Hornets. The Knights definitely struggling with keeping track of the ball, keeping it in possession and getting offensive opportunities. Only 4 shots on the day. Lynchburg getting whatever they want. 26 shots in the first half. So now to begin, the Knights will have possession of the ball, I believe, due to the penalty that the Hornets were under at the end of the first half. So no draw at the beginning of this half. Knights will just look to clear. They'll pass up the head. Knights immediately swarmed whenever they catch the ball. That pass back intercepted. Hornets running ahead now. So that looks like more of the same here. Hornets were just interrupting, sending 2-3 players at every SVU ball holder. And then intercepting passes, forcing turnovers, just playing really well. Looks like the Hornets looking to keep up what they were doing in the first half. And if you're the Knights, if you're looking to get back into this, there's still lots of lacrosse left to be played. 29-ish minutes to be exact. I guess that wasn't exact if I used the word ish. Regardless, if you're looking to get back, you need your defensive-minded players to really pick it up here. Players like Mackenzie Mickelson, Ellie Patterson, Mariella Perez, and Sydney Bastion. We need to be hearing those names a lot more if the Knights are looking to get back into this one. So right there, as I was talking about what the Knights need to do on defense, the Hornets with some really good passing, giving an open shot right there in the middle, and they'll score the first goal of the second half. The Hornets are now up by 10, and if you're the Knights looking to get back into that goal itself is a death blow. Once the lead hits 10 or more goals, the clock starts running continuously. So that does not leave a lot of time for the Knights to then get draw control victories, force turnovers, get the ball down on their side, clear it, and put goals in the net. So it is critical for the Knights' comeback opportunities for them to get a goal here and quick within the next minute or two if they want to get their way back into this one. So on the draw control, ball still flying everywhere. Hornets will pick that one up. That'll be number 3, Carson Quigley, on the ground ball. Now Hornets near to clear. Knights are being voracious right now, but a good pass will break the press. And now the Hornets on offense. Already got a good goal in this one. A huge goal in terms of putting this game away and putting it away quickly. So now the Hornets, what they need to do is build a bulwark against that running clock. So that way they can ride that clock till the end. Hornets with 45 seconds left here on the shot clock. Good pass inside, shot on the goal, and that'll be another one for the Hornets. Now 13-2. For the University of Lynchburg. And on those 2 goals, the first goal of the half was scored by Neely Morris. Neely Morris, of course, playing extremely well in the first half, picking right where she left off, now with 4 goals. Then that second goal that was just scored was Maya Hausauer, number 28, the sophomore from Pinehurst, North Carolina. Both of those were assisted by number 31, McKenna Steinu. So Steinu, usually the leader in goals. has taken more of a passing approach. She has 2 goals, but with those 2 assists, she now moves to 4 points on the day. Just letting number 19, Neely Morris, take care of the scoring. 4 goals for Morris. So on that draw right there, the Knights will take it, and they'll look to clear. 4 Hornets swarming the Knight right there. But number 3, Mia Richards, will run ahead, and the Knights actually will get the clear. Kenzie Polson with it right next to the goal, but 2 Hornets in her way. She'll pass it out. So good draw control victory there for the Knights, and clear too. So the Knights looking to build some momentum. They need 2 goals, and they need it quick to break that running clock. Pass inside there. Ball pops up. Picked up by the Hornets. So now the Hornets need to clear. They got the turnover. They're running ahead. And they'll get that clear. The speed of the Hornets has really shown in these clear opportunities. Got some room ahead. Nothing there. Knights are able to recover defensively. Pass back up. Undefended Hornet gets inside. Shot on the goal, and that'll be another score here in the third quarter for the Hornets. That was some great passing there, finding the open person. They had numbers due to the speed of the Hornets on that one. So we'll go ahead and see. That was another goal by Maya Hausauer, and that was assisted by Neely Morris this time. So now the Hornet lead up to 12 as that clock keeps running at 9.5 minutes now left in the third quarter. And one of the things about this Knights roster is that it's a lot smaller than it has been the last couple of years, where the Knights have seen a lot of success in the USA South. I mean, just coming into this year from last year, they had 4 starters returning, but they lost 8 starters. Now, a lot of freshmen joining, but very little experience here in this Knights roster, and very little depth as well, leading to a lot of tired legs. So it's up to the Knights to take control early, and this one is looking like one of the blowouts that we've seen earlier from the Knights, as we were hoping for a blowout for the Knights, instead coming into the day. But another draw control victory there for the Knights. They have it on their offensive side again. They'll look to get something going here. Ellie Patterson with it at the top of the key. Sophomore from Meridian, Idaho, who has played pretty well, has a goal and a caused turnover on the day. Patterson with the move inside, gets the position, shot on the goal, and that will be Lynchburg ball. Great hustle there from the Hornets. That is hard off a shot to get possession off the ball. Great hustle there from the Hornets. Now the Hornets with the clear, all the Knights can do is just get back and try and defend it in the set offense. So now the Hornets looking to add more to their lead. A quick move inside, gets an open shot. It looks like that was blocked there by Savannah Burnett. Hornets will pick up the ground ball. Overall, Burnett having a pretty good day with some impressive saves on the day. But unfortunately, just so many shots coming at her. Not much she can do. She's up to 8 saves on the day. Another shot on the goal there. That'll bounce off the goalpost. And that'll stay with the Hornets. Kenzie Polson just not fast enough there in the back to get that hustle right there. So Hornets still maintain control of the ball. A fresh 60 seconds for them. And we take past the 7-minute mark. Less than 7 minutes left to go here in this third quarter. Another shot on the goal there. That'll be saved by Savannah Burnett. Her total now up to 9 there as the goalkeeper today. And the Knights now just looking to clear. Looking to at least show improvement on the day. And that pass will be intercepted. Now 2 Hornets versus 1 Savannah Burnett. That'll be an easy goal there for the And that'll be number 25, Jenna Norco, name we haven't said yet today. She's a senior from Woodbridge, Virginia. Now looking at the Lynchburg side. If you look at Norco is now the ninth Hornet to put a goal up today. Just a brilliant team effort from these Hornets. So now that clock will keep ticking, winding down. We're approaching the 5.5-minute mark left here in the third quarter. Get another draw control. The Knights have been doing better in draw controls in this quarter, winning 2 or 3 of them, but it hasn't led to any points yet. Ball still on the ground there. That'll be picked up by the Knights, so the Knights with another draw control victory. And right there, head coach Olivia Cope will call the timeout. So now looking at this position with the running clock and needing 4 goals to break the running clock, what head coach Olivia Cope is looking for here from her team is just improvement. That's one of the things that this Knight squad has struggled at in this year. As we've talked about throughout this game, there have been 2 versions of the Knights that have shown up in any given game. The Knights that come and destroy their opponents by an average of almost 15 points, or the Knights that come in and get demolished by about 14 points per game. So what we want to see is that this Knights team can overcome those bad starts and start to improve in-game instead of making it either a bad game or a good game. Have it, okay, we had a bad first half of the third quarter. Let's have a good fourth quarter, a good end of the third. Let's improve. Let's take what we can learn so that way come more USA South play, we can really take the conference overall. And that's what this game is meant to be, is meant to allow the Knights to improve for the USA South play. Taking a look at the Knights' upcoming schedule, this is the last game of the regular season where the Knights will not be playing USA South competition. So in 2 days on Saturday, they'll be in Rocky Mountain, North Carolina to take on the Battling Bishops of North Carolina Wesleyan. Then next Tuesday, April 1st, they'll be back here in Buena Vista to take on the Pfeiffer Falcons. And then 9 days from now, 2 Saturdays, April 5th, they'll be still here in BV taking on the Meredith College Avenging Angels. And then looking on the other side for the University of Lynchburg Hornets, after this one, they'll be back in Lynchburg taking on Randolph College, and they'll be back in ODAC competition. Then they'll be taking on Sweetbriar on Wednesday, a common opponent. SVU was able to beat Sweetbriar earlier in the year. And then finally, April 5th, 2 Saturdays from now, they'll be in Harrisonburg, Virginia, taking on Bridgewater, another team that the Knights played earlier this year. Knights lost that game 4-18. That was on March 12th. So we'll see if these Hornets have better luck against Bridgewater. So now coming out of that timeout, the Knights with the ball. They'll get the clear. So the Knights with an offensive possession here, looking to make something happen. Haven't scored any goals since about midway through the first quarter. The last Knights goal came at 6:43 in the first quarter. So now the Knights looking to make something happen, break the spell, show that improvement that head coach Olivia Cope is looking for. So the Knights with 40 seconds left here on the shot clock. Trying to move around, trying to get cutters inside. No one free. Hornets staying close. Patterson will try and take it herself. She'll back out. 25 seconds left on the shot clock. Pass to Polson. Nothing there for her. She'll make another move. Immediately double teamed. Pass it back out to Patterson. 15 seconds left. Knights really tried to get something going in this possession, but now just 10 seconds on the last second shot will be their hope. Mickelson with the ball. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Will she even get a shot off in time? And she'll just pass it out of bounds. Shot clock violation for the Knights. Great defense there from the Hornets, just sticking close to every Knight player, sending a double team at any ball carrier for the Knights. And here come the Hornets looking to clear, and they do. One thing that has been made apparent is that the speed of this Hornets is really their strong suit as a team. They are a very fast group, willing to outrun pretty much anyone they face. So using that speed, they try to get a shot on the goal, sailed just over, but it'll remain Hornet ball with 60 seconds left to go on the shot clock. And we tick our way past the 3-minute mark. Hornets with the ball, up 13. Hornets passing around, 40 seconds left on the shot clock for them. Pass inside, handled well. Got a shot on the goal, and right there, a good bounce from the Hornets. That'll extend their lead to 14. So the Hornets now up 14. That was another goal there from Jenna Norco, assisted there by Reagan Bradley. So Norco now with her second goal on the day. Norco also with 2 assists, so that puts her total to 4 points on the day. She becomes the third Hornet with 4 or more points. Joining number 31, McKenna Steinu, and number 19, Neely Morris. So now with the clock still ticking, we'll have another draw control as we wind down past the 1.5-minute mark in this third quarter. So the Hornets win that draw control. They're running down the field. And they can probably just hold it for the last shot, let the clock wind down, whatever they'd like to do. Pass right there, ends up on the ground, picked right back up by the Hornets. Knights now pressuring, trying to take advantage of the mistake. Hornets still rushing, try and recover. Knights still pressuring. 45 seconds left on the shot clock for the Hornets. Pass inside right there. Shot on the goal, no good. That'll go right, stay with the Hornets. So we wind past 30 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Hornets maintain the ball. Good move right there, gets an open shot inside, and that'll be another goal for the Hornets. I believe that'll be number 23, Elizabeth Poitres on the goal right there. So with that goal, that'll wind down the clock, extend the Hornets' lead to 15, and that'll end the third quarter. So right there, Hornets doing more of the same, putting up 6 goals there in that period, just getting whatever they want with their speed, with their depth, doing it all, forcing turnovers. Just a great game so far here from the University of Lynchburg. So at the end of that quarter, we'll go ahead and take a small break. We'll bring you back right at the beginning of the fourth and last quarter, and we'll see you there. All right, and welcome back here to the start of the fourth quarter of this NCAA Division III Women's Lacrosse matchup. My name is Mark Duff, and bringing you here all the action. The visiting University of Lynchburg Hornets up 15 points here at the start of this final quarter. Knights looking for just any improvement, any leeway, any momentum here in this fourth quarter. So on the opening draw control, Hornets will take that one, and they'll set up their offense again. So the Hornets just having a dominant day, winning most of the draw controls, getting to most of the ground balls, forcing a lot of turnovers, just overall doing extremely well as a team. SVU defense standing strong. But still 50 seconds left on the shot clock here for the Hornets. Right there, an intercepted pass. Knights out running, trying to get the clear, and they do. Right there, that was intercepted by Ellie Patterson. Knights still running with full steam ahead. Mackenzie Mickelson in the middle. Shot on the goal, nothing there. That'll be a save from Alexis Sen, number 29, there in the goal. Great defensive play right there from Sen. Knights had the best opportunity they had all day right there, besides the free position shots. Ellie Patterson with the great turnover just intercepted the pass. Passed it up ahead to Mackenzie Mickelson, who ran it all the way for a good shot on the goal. But Sen just with the final defensive say keeps the Knights from getting their first goal since the 6.5-minute mark in the first quarter. So a pass inside there from the Hornets. Nothing there, so they'll swing it around behind the goal. Still 45 seconds left on the shot clock for them. Long pass inside. That is bobbled. Picked up by the Knights. Turnover for the Hornets. So now the Knights looking to clear again. Knights looking to come out with some fire here in this fourth period. Forcing some turnovers, getting the ground balls. Like we were talking about at the end of the third, at this point with the clock running, you just got to look for improvement. Show that the first three quarters do not determine what your play is in the fourth quarter, which is how it's been for the Knights all season. If they start out bold and ahead with a lead, they tend to keep and grow that. If they don't, that deficit tends to grow. But right here, the Knights trying to show some resiliency and build it for the upcoming USA South games. So right there, the Knights had a shot on the goal. That was Mackenzie Mickelson trying to get another shot again. Just missed. Good defense from the Hornets. They try to clear. Knights are forcing the ball out. Ball is still out on that. Hornets will pick it up. So now Hornets running ahead. And they get a very clear shot on the goal right there. Very easy goal for number 7, Sydney Dumas, the junior from Kennebunk, Maine. So the Knights overcommitted on defense, really trying to force the turnover. And then Dumas just got ahead of the Knights, got a one-on-one with Savannah Burnett. And Burnett not able to find the ball there. Burnett with 11 saves on the day. She has been doing the best she can there in the goalkeep spot. But has just had 29 shots on the goal come at her. Not just shots, but shots on the goal come at her. That is just a lot for one goalie to handle in one game. She's performed admirably in that position. So now with the clock under 11 minutes left to go, we'll have another draw. That'll be taken by the University of Lynchburg. Number 4, Reagan Bradley, both picking up the ground ball and winning the draw. And the Hornets will look to get back to work. pass, a long pass for the Hornets, goes over and will go out of bounds. So now number 3, Mia Richards, will take that, and the Knights will look to clear. Pass deflected right there. Number 14, Payson Grandy, being tenacious right there. Right there, getting pushed. Now Grandy with the opportunity to get the clear. Pass up ahead. That'll be a penalty on the Hornets. Number 14, Jamie Thomas, the sophomore from Howell, New Jersey. She'll go out. So now the Knights with the woman up opportunity. And here's Grandy with the ball. Still, even with a woman down, Hornets sending 2 players at the ball carrier for the Knights. Ball's popped out. And the Knights will pick that up. They'll get the clear. Mackenzie Mickelson running up ahead. Knights with a woman up opportunity. Mickelson with some position. Pass inside. Knights with a shot on the goal. That'll go just left. That'll stay with the Knights. So no goal there, but you got to like to see the tenacity the Knights are playing with. Getting the clear, going for the ground balls, and getting shots on the goal. They have struggled to do that all day, so right there, trying to pick it up, do the little things to try and get some success here. You like to see it from the Knights. Even if you have 3 bad quarters, just not letting the 4th one be bad as well. Knights doing well to try and not let that happen. So now the penalty on the Hornets. I believe that'll give Mackenzie Mickelson a free position shot here. There's the free position shot. And that'll go in for the Knights. And that'll be number 18, Mackenzie Mickelson, right there. So the Knights finally breaking through, getting their 3rd goal of the day. And the Knights needed that one just to show that they weren't down and out completely on the day. Mackenzie Mickelson with some late game heroics, I'll call it. Even though the game pretty decided here, some heroics just to show that the Knights can overcome poor play in a game, can have some improvement, and will look to come in the next game against North Carolina Wesleyan with this same fire of, okay, we're going after the ground balls, we're forcing turnovers, whatever it takes to win. So the 3 Knights goals on the day coming from 3 free position shots. Knights taking advantage of the opportunities that the University of Lynchburg gives them. And then on this draw, ball is still on the ground. And the Hornets managed to save it from going out of bounds. So now Hornets with the ball. They'll look to get something going. Just under 7.5 minutes left to go here in this final quarter. Hornets running it around the back of the goal. Hornets now with 55 seconds left on the shot clock. And that'll be a big penalty right there on number 3, Mia Richards. That'll send her out. That'll reset the shot clock for the Hornets. Now the Hornets with the woman up opportunity with 6:41 left here in this game. They'll look to attack quickly, take advantage of the woman up, get a shot on the goal right there. Good work there from the Hornets. Number 27, Isabella Vogel, freshman from Shrewsbury, Pennsylvania, getting in on the action right there. So that'll extend the Hornet lead back up to 16 after the Knight goal and the Hornet response. You got to like these Hornets' chances playing in the Old Dominion Athletic Conference. The way they're playing today. So far, they're 3-0, or they're 1-2 in the ODAC so far this year. So looking to improve there. A tough loss to Washington and Lee and a tough loss to Randolph-Macon. But they have a win over Warner University, Virginia Wesleyan. I'm all sorts of discombobulated right now. So you got to like their chances if they keep playing like this, especially against the top competition, in their conference. So after that draw control there, the Hornets take it again. And the Hornets back on offense, looking to keep up their momentum here today. .60 left on the shot clock for the Hornets. So that'll be another penalty there on the Knights. Clock keeps winding here. 4.5 minutes left to go in this game. Hornets with the ball with 40 seconds left on the shot clock. Quick pass inside right there. Ball pops out. And that'll be picked up by the Knights. So number 24, Sydney Bastion, picking up the loose ball, the ground ball. Now the Knights will look to clear. And Newman will pass it up ahead. That'll be picked up by the Hornets. So the Hornets forcing the turnover in the clear again. And they'll just keep winding down this clock, keep looking to put goals on the board, keep looking to build their momentum for their next game. Hornets still passing it around. 40 seconds left on the shot clock for them. One-on-one opportunity there for the Hornets against Savannah Burnett, and they'll put that one in. So the Hornets just taking it slow and methodical, managed to fool the SVU defense, got an open player right next to the goal, and Burnett not able to block that one there. And with that, the Hornets will break the 20-goal mark there. Hornets have been playing extremely well all day, have been running good offensive sets, fooling the Knights' defense. Overall, just the type of performance you want to see if you're head coach Mackenzie Rafferty over there on the University of Lynchburg bench. So we'll get another draw control here as we hit the 2-minute mark. And the Knights will take that one. Immediately hounded. But that'll be a foul there on the Hornets. So that'll send number 9, Chastity Corner, junior from Sterling, Virginia, out on the Hornets side. And it'll give the Knights a woman-up opportunity. So now Mackenzie Mickelson running up with it. Knights with the offensive possession. Just 2 minutes left to go here. Knights looking to make something happen. Pass inside there. Shot on the goal, and that'll be saved by Alexis Sen. Sen hasn't been tested much today, but after those first 2 goals, she has been nigh unstoppable when the Knights have gotten up there. So now the Hornets on the clear. Hornets with numbers, but that'll be a trip there on the Knights. One thing you got to say about these Hornets, they have not stopped running all day long. They have been out sprinting and outrunning the Knights all day. And it has been impressive to see. So with that, the clock will roll under 1 minute now. And we finally got in who scored the last goal. That was number 23, Elizabeth Poitres. Now with just 40 seconds left on the game clock. Hornets with the ball. That'll be another shot on the goal. That'll go over. Stay with the Hornets. Clock now under 30 seconds left to go in this game. Hornets looking to get one last goal up there before the shot clock, before the game clock goes off. Poor pass right there. Hornets managed to keep possession. Now just 10 seconds left to go. Looks like the Hornets will not be able to get a shot off before the end of the game. So that is what the score will be now. At the end of the game, the University of Lynchburg Hornets take the game 22-3 over your SVU Knights. Today we saw the version of the Knights that we've seen about half the year so far. Hopefully next game they can bounce back, get back their win streak against North Carolina Wesleyan in 2 days from now, March 29th, in Rocky Mount, North Carolina. Make sure to tune into the Battling Bishops stream for that. Support your SVU Knights. Then on Tuesday, the Pfeiffer Falcons will be in town here in Buena Vista. And then following that, the Avenging Angels of Meredith College will be here on April 5th. So please tune in to those future SVU women's lacrosse matchups. We'll see which SVU team we get. We're hoping we see more SVU success. Congratulations, of course, in due order to the University of Lynchburg Hornets. Played extremely well today. Looking to remain competitive there in the Old Dominion Athletic Conference. So the best to them. But, of course, tune in next time for the SVU Women's Lacrosse. I'm Mark Duffin saying thank you to all the broadcasting crew here at SVU, and we wish you a wonderful day. Thank you so much.